I'm Mike Dallas. I work for Bustin' Boards Custom Longboards. I was too young going into college really to know about what career path I wanted to take. I had no idea. I went in and thought I was going to do physical education, which turned into all sorts of majors after that. So I took prerequisites for all sorts of things in college, but had no direction really. I moved to Florida after I finished Aquinas College, and I just skated on the beach for a year, and I had a job finishing homes, painting upscale homes. And she was in school for photography, and she got an internship with Sports Illustrated, and she said, I'm going to New York. And I asked if I could follow, and she said yes. So I did, and here we are. I was in New York, and I really wanted to work for a longboard company, which was a dream because I skated on a loaded board and a Sector 9 board, and those companies were in California, and that was not my life path. So I just skated around the city and really spent a lot of time at the Earthwing guys, which is another company in New York, and they were big into the whole sliding aspect back in 2007, and just really discovered Bustin' through Silverfish Longboarding, the online forum, and really just went over to their factory a lot and spent a lot of time and put their completes together and did a lot of their operations things just, for free and for skate parts. And after a while, that translated into a position. My failures with Bustin' Boards have probably just been not being brave enough at times, knowing that we have something that we can really take to the next level, and I guess sometimes just being hesitant. When really, when you don't know what the next step is, you really have to go out of your way sometimes to achieve that. And sometimes we play it too safe. I think that the more we really get out there and branch out, that's the best to do, and sometimes that's scary. When I see somebody riding a Bustin' board, it's pretty cool. My whole life since I've been a longboarder, you know the sound of wheels when you're a skater, and so I always look, and when I see it's a Bustin', it's pretty special. My future could be with Bustin' Boards for the rest of my life. I'm an owner of the company, so I see that as happening. At the same time, I like doing all sorts of things in life. I'd like to change up my position like I always do. I like to kind of change my job role every few years to protect myself from burnout, which I learned from swimming. Right, Brooklyn.
What?
If I don't work for Bustin' Boards someday because I'm too old, would you like to work for Bustin' Boards?
You should.
I should. So I'm not necessarily certain that I want the kids taking it over. We'd probably pass it on to somebody else unless someday she begged and really wanted it. Being with Bustin' was a risk because it was very low pay at first, but for me it was, I worked for a food company and I made a decent wage, and they gave me a car and paid all sorts of things, and I had to wear nice clothes. So I'd say that it was more of a risk for me to have the nice clothes, high-paying job than it was for me to work for Bustin'. I took a huge pay cut in order to do and be where I am today. And by no means do we make a lot of money at all, but that's not what it's about. It's about being able to work from home and having kids and growing those kids in the community, and so the risk was in having a job where as a man you have to provide, and so sometimes you have to take the precautionary steps to grow your family and to mature your business, and that's the risk with Bustin', is that nothing is a guarantee.